Inside the fertilized egg, the plans for this new human life begin to unfold. The genetic code is stored in bundles called chromosomes.
On cue, the nucleus splits in two and my cell divides. Who's keeping time? Who makes the decision?
This process of division continues as the clump of cells travels down the fallopian tube. After 4 or 5 days, the tiny ball, now called a blastocyst, has grown to around 100 cells, and it begins to divide in two. The outer ring of cells is destined to become the placenta, while the inner clump will become the embryo itself. At this stage, these inner cells are all identical. They are dividing rapidly and are known as stem cells. They have the remarkable capacity to turn into any one of over 200 different types of cell and grow into any part of the human body. Reaches the end of the fallopian tube and arrives in the uterus, its home for the next 9 months. The embryo is now starting to take shape. During the 3rd week, the embryonic ball of cells, no bigger than a pinhead, folds in on itself to form a long tube. The head doesn't look much like a head yet, but at day 15, nerve cells begin to form in the brain and in the spinal column, exposed and totally unprotected by skin or bone. Signals flicker through the neurons, and the brain sparks into activity. Once the embryo embeds itself in the uterus, it will start to draw from the mother's bloodstream all it needs to grow. One of the first recognizable organs to form is the heart. Without a heart, there is no way of spreading around the food and oxygen the embryo needs to flourish. Until now, the heart has been a dormant clump of muscle cells. But after 22 days, it bursts suddenly into life, when still just the size of a poppy seed. One cell spontaneously contracts, triggering its neighbors and setting off a chain reaction until all the heart cells are beating.